Good morning. I'm live. If you're joining me for the first time and you don't know why in the world you stumbled across this, welcome. My name's Ariella, and I'm a realtor, both my husband and I, just outside of the Philly area. And we built a business based on cold calling. And as a second career, we felt that there were a lot more people that we didn't know than we actually knew. So 5 years into the business, and I'm at a point where I'm still cold calling. And it's not because I love it. It's because I understand the constant act of building a pipeline. So I started off with for sale by owners, had great success with expireds, and then came to the realization how hard it is to build a pipeline off of those two pillars. And now I mostly just circle prospect. So I pick specific areas and radius, I should say, of neighborhoods within my area that I want to do business in. So I decide, okay, I don't want to be in the car any more than 15 or 20 minutes. And I want a very specific price point, and those are the homeowners I call. So what we do right now, we won't see the fruits of our labor until next year, which, believe it or not, is right around the corner. So I'm going to jump in because, excuse me, I have a busy day. I feel like I've already had a busy day. I am very energetic this morning. Woke up at 4:30, got a workout in, got my day started, helped get the kids out the door, ate breakfast, blew out my hair, and already had a buyer consultation this morning. So we are on a roll, my friends, and wrote out my thank you cards. So circle prospecting. What I do is I just grab a scrap piece of paper, put today's date, which wild, it's already October 28th. And I track how many contacts I make, how many leads I earn, and if I book any appointments. So I just do contacts, leads, appointments, pretty simple. And then I have like an Excel spreadsheet tracker that I plug everything in at the end of the day or the end of the week, depending on what the day looks like. So let's get started. If you're watching the replay, say hello, tell me what you're up to. Let me know where you're having great success, where your hurdles are, where your challenges are. Tell me all the things, all the things. All right, so I'm hopping on a 3-line dialer. And I don't know if my numbers are good. I think one of them yesterday popped up with as a spam. So I'm going to have to test these out real quick. Actually, I think I know which one I have to take out. All right, so I'm calling in a neighborhood, or rather around a neighborhood in which we have a listing that's currently pending. So I'm going to pick up kind of where I left off. Entire list. Let's see, Ari. Okay. Start dialer. I have about 800 contacts that we're going to go through. I'm not going to get them all today, but it's just this list that I pick up wherever I leave off.
Your touchtone phone. Please enter your PIN number.
Excuse me.
The Moto dialer. Please press the start button on your screen to begin calling.
Okay, so I got my 2 screens. This buyer consult I had today was so interesting. So I met him at an open house for one of my listings, like, I don't know, March or April of this year. And he ended up calling me last week saying, hey, we met. And like him and I had briefly stayed in touch. Nothing super crazy. And I had planned to reach out to him in first quarter, but he ended up getting to me before I did, which is so interesting because his story is he already established a listing agent to sell his current home. I guess it's a little bit far for me. It's probably like close to like an hour from my house, which I'm fine with. And so he's already established a listing agent to sell his place. So he's looking for a buyer agent. It's rare that I'm never both agents on both sides. There's nothing wrong with it, but yeah, it's interesting. And what's so interesting is this listing agent had recommended a buyer's agent to help out. And this buyer agent basically emailed the buyer just like an intro and then a buyer agency agreement. Never got on the phone with them, never called, nothing. I'm like, whoa, that's weird. And so this was a great, it was a really good consult.
Leave a name and number, and I will get back to you as soon as.
Oh, that's loud.
Available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang.
And let's, hello? Corey? Oh, Corey? I'm sorry. I don't know if I've got the wrong person. This is Ariella. I know you don't know me, and I'm just calling out of the blue, but would I upset you if I told you I was just a realtor calling?
Yeah.
I would. Is that because you hate realtors or you're never ever moving?
Don't appreciate cold calls.
No worries. I can totally respect that. You're not even obligated to be on the phone with me. So all good. You have a good day.
You as well. Bye.
Take care. Is that because you hate us or he doesn't appreciate cold calls? That's totally fine. That's not anybody I'd ever remain on the phone with. Cool. What was so cool about this Zoom meeting, this is like such a great tool. If you're not already doing this, I don't even think this is like high level, but if it is, it's cool. I just don't think it is. So I did this Zoom meeting, and in my Zoom meeting, I had like an AI tool where it took notes. So I basically get to recap our entire conversation. I get to email it to him and his wife because his wife wasn't present. And just say like, hey, let's recap this. Let's get started. It's like amazing. How did we not have that before? So cool.
Hey, you reached Sean Woods. Sorry I missed your call right now, but I'll give you a call.
2282113. Can't take your call right.
Okay. If you're joining me, what's good? What is going on? I just put my phone on Do Not Disturb, which I actually used to do all the time when I was like really serious about time blocking. I have like a weird tickle in my throat. And I just put it on again because my watch just kept beeping and didn't feel like turning the sound off. There's something wildly, like really freeing about having your phone on do not disturb. Like literally, it is so task focused right now. I just need to, just be present where your feet are. Right now, I'm just cold calling. That is it. Everything else can wait. Hello? Susan?
Hello? Yes?
Oh, Susan, this is Ariella. I know you don't know me and I'm just calling out of the blue, but would I upset you if I told you I was just a realtor calling?
No.
Okay, I'll keep this super super brief, and I know it's probably a long shot, but we could purchase the property. I don't suppose you had any future plans on considering a move if it made sense. Did you?
From what property?
I
This is a piece of paradise up here.
You know what? I just can't blame you. Honestly, I totally get it. Did you have other properties that you considered offloading in the future?
Um, Probably not. We do have land and another house in Chalfont, but I believe it is all staying in the family.
It is. Okay. Okay. I totally respect that. Actually, my husband and I have investments around Bucks County, and we always say, we're like, look at what we're giving our kids. So
Well, that's my daughter just built a house. I mean, we have 13 acres, and then we have another house, and she just built a new house next to the property.
amazing.
So, yeah, so it's our little gold mine
I don't blame you.
for the
Listen,
future for them.
hang on to that forever. I totally get it. I appreciate
So
you
what
taking my call.
What company are you with?
Yeah, my husband and I are with Keller Williams.
Okay.
Yeah, and the reality is I'm only calling because we just don't have a ton of inventory. So just calling some of the neighbors to see if it made sense for anybody in the future. I guess I don't suppose you know anyone that might make any considerations, do you?
In this neighborhood, I would say absolutely not.
Got it. No worries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And okay, I know my son and daughter-in-law were looking for a house in like the 550 range, and they've given up.
Oh, isn't it so discouraging?
It is. It really is because they've worked hard. They have a house that they want to sell, and it's just like they can't find anything to move into.
It's so tough
So
because
they just decided to stay where they are.
yeah, and you know what it is the reality is like 550 is still a very healthy budget. And what ends up
Oh
happening,
yeah.
And that price point is so tricky because first time home buyers aren't like 25 years old anymore. They're now like in their mid to late
Right.
30s where they're a little bit more established. So they're coming in with stronger finances. And it's a tough
Yeah.
market. It really is.
No, I know, and I've been watching, real estate, and the things that are that price are where the bidding wars, where the items, the houses that are around my price range here, people are getting less than what they ask a lot of times. It's just that one little golden number that people are fighting over.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
No,
I'm
it's
sure
tough.
that's the inventory that nobody has.
That is the truth.
But no, we're not moving anytime soon. They gotta carry us out of here.
Well, hopefully that's not anytime soon. Hey, listen,
Hopefully not.
I appreciate you taking my call. Okay.
Sure, not
All
a
right.
problem.
Take
Good
care.
luck.
Bye, Susan.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
She's so nice. Hey, Google, volume 1. Hey, Miranda. Good morning. How do you handle signing buyer agency agreement before showing homes? Gets awkward sometimes. Oh, I will not show a house unless I have an agreement. Um, the way that I go about it is, hey, for us to formally work together, I'm going to need this paperwork. Here's what you can include. I feel comfortable working with one another. Is this something you're comfortable moving forward with? It's pretty straightforward.
83366.
The only time we won't get buyer paperwork signed, which is rare, is if we already have an existing relationship with somebody and we've maybe done transactions with them before. But, it's so interesting because ever since the law changed over the summer, and I'm doing this very intentionally, people are like, oh, now we got to sign buyer agency agreement. You were always supposed to sign buyer agency agreement. The reality is most realtors just didn't. And I don't know why, because what ends up happening is you end up running around
Leave a message after the tone.
for maybe nothing. Like, don't you want to establish yourself as the professional, right? Like, you're not going to go into surgery and get a procedure done without signing the terms and conditions and the liabilities. That's how I view it. But I'm very,
971312.
I'm trying to think how I should communicate this. I'm a stickler for my time. Like, and everybody should be a stickler for their time. It's just established up front. I guess we have probably shown houses, but there was just, I think it's also like gut instinct. Yeah, you should get it signed. You're the professional. What do you think gets so awkward about it?
Been forwarded to voicemail.
I think a lot of people think it's awkward, which is why, like, people started freaking Neil.
Hello, we are unable to answer your call.
Which is why I think agents were like freaking out when they were like, "Oh, we gotta get it signed now."
To continue.
This is perfect. I just got an email from the buyer with his wife's name, so we could start the buyer paperwork. Okay.
To reach is not available.
So I have, while I'm making calls, I'm going to connect with my amazing assistant who's going to start the buyer paperwork.
Automatic voice message system 26.
So what's cool about this like AI reader that I used to basically take all the notes for me is my assistant takes these notes. She'll throw it into like ChatGPT and I'm going to ask for just high points. So literally, hello.
Your name, number, and a short message, and I'll make sure to get back to you as soon as.
So it's so nice. And then I'll have her start on buyer paperwork.
Trying to reach is not available at the tone.
Okay, so I'll have my assistant get started on that. And he asked for a lender recommendation. So I got that going. And I will loop my husband into the email so we could get started with them.
Forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording.
Oh, so you don't have the conversation your team leader and managers have them sign with a consult. I'm learning the ropes. Got it. So when they do that, are you sitting in on these consultations and conversations, or are they gathering all this information and having them sign? Florence?
Yeah.
Florence, this is Ariella. I know you don't know me, and I don't know if I'm going to upset you because I'm just calling you out of the blue, but would I make you mad if I told you I was just a realtor calling?
Oh, you wouldn't make me mad, but I'm not interested in selling my house.
You know, I don't blame you. I knew it was a long shot, but I guess knowing that you're staying, I don't suppose you got any neighbors there you'd, I don't know, like to see me get rid of. Do you?
Oh, no, I love my neighbors. They're very helpful.
I love hearing that. No worries. I can totally respect that, and I really appreciate you taking my call, okay?
Okay,
Take care now.
Have
Bye,
a good
Florence.
day.
You too.
bye-bye.
So really quick, Miranda, are they gathering all this information with new buyers, having them sign paperwork, and then passing the buyers along to you and saying like, hey, here's their criteria? And do you, if that is the case, can you sit in on the conversations with the consult? I feel like that would be such a great learning experience for you. The AI reader, what is it called here? I want to say it's called Note Taker. Let me just double check here. What do I have? Why don't I see it here? Oh, here we go. It's called Read AI. And so basically it's like an app that then gets linked into my Google meetings. So I don't do Zoom, I do Google Meet. That's kind of what I like to do. Because Zoom, I think has like a 40-minute free like meeting. Hi, Kirsten.
Yeah,
Oh, this is Ariella. I know you don't know me, and I'm just calling out of the blue here, but would I make you really mad if I told you I was just a realtor calling?
You can definitely take me off your list. I bought this house like 2 months ago, so I'm not planning on moving anytime soon.
Oh my God. Got it. I had no idea. I was just calling some of the neighbors. Well, hey, congratulations.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Have a good one. Thanks.
Bye. Oh, she just bought it 2 months ago. I'm late. I should have talked to that homeowner a year ago. You've sat on a few live Zooms they have, and very rarely in person at the office. Nobody comes to the office anymore. Yeah, I get that. When I am introduced to the buyer by the ISA or team leader, I get on the Zoom. Got it. So do you ever get to see the process of how they close them out, or not really? Hi, Sabrina. All right, 20 minutes, 4 contacts. Hi, Robert.
At the tone, please record your message.
Yeah, that's good. So you've sat in, very professional, very assumptive. Yeah, always be closing. Yep. I mean, yeah, that's a good way to come off. I bet it comes off very confident. Something else I do is prior to a buyer consult, I have them fill out a Google form. So I am prepared.
81.
prepared for the conversation. So, Jeffrey,
Done right now, but we don't
I
have-
printed it out
and you're done.
before our appointment because I get to know why are they buying a house? What's an ideal home look like? What's your budget? Finance? Do you have a house to sell? Are you working with a realtor? What are you looking for?
215.
What does your liquid position look like? And what are some non-negotiables? So I have them go through a list so that like it keeps me on track of what I need. Hello?
Again, press any key.
The team leader closes 90 to 95% of the buyers on the spot and emails the buyer agreement signed while on the Zoom or immediately after. Yeah, that is killer. This lady who bought the house 2 months ago, I'd ask if she had the same address in the CRM. Maybe they moved it out of that subdivision. Not sure I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'd ask if she had the same address in the CRM. Maybe that they moved.
Been forwarded to voicemail.
So she was actually the new buyer, is what had happened. So it may have not just like fully processed through public records. I don't know if that answers your question. Hello. Hi, William.
Yes.
William, this
Yes.
is Ariella. I know I'm just calling you out of the blue and you don't know me, but would I make you mad if I told you I was just a realtor calling?
Well, I can tell you I'm not interested. Are you trying to buy my house?
That's a good question. I don't know. I was only calling and I feel like you answered my question, but there's just not enough inventory. So I don't suppose there's any future plans on even considering a move if it made sense. Were there?
Nope.
I don't
Not in
blame
my
you.
future.
Yeah, no
It would be
worries.
many years ahead, if at all. I like where I'm at, but I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
yeah, no worries. I don't blame you. Thank you for taking my call.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Sure. Bye-bye.
Sometimes phone numbers are mixed up. She may have stayed there with a relative or had her mail forwarded there and now bought a house in a different area. Our ISAs talk about it in our meetings. Oh, interesting. I quick looked at it on Zillow and she had purchased it a couple months ago. So when I pulled the numbers for this subdivision, it just probably didn't populate through. Which is fine. That happens sometimes. I'm curious, like these ISAs that your team has, did your team leader? Hello, Mary?
Hello?
Oh, you don't sound like Mary. Do I have the wrong number?
Now, who are you trying to reach?
Mary George. Maybe I'm way off here. I'm not sure.
I'm George. Where are you calling from?
Oh, this is Ariella. Listen, I know you don't know me and I'm just calling out of the blue, but would I upset you if I told you I was just a realtor calling?
A realtor?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? You caught me. I'm mixing 30 80-pound bags of concrete mix right now.
Oh, goodness. I can't believe you even picked up the phone.
Well, my cousin died last night, and I thought it was people calling to offer their condolences, but that's
I'm really-
another whole story.
I'm
Anyway,
sorry.
I can't talk to anyone at the moment, so
No worries. May I call you back at a better time?
yeah, please, thank you.
Thanks, George. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
These ISAs, so I just hired an ISA company that I plan on training, which actually reminds me. I need to reach out to somebody. Do they train them themselves or do they go through a company? Okay. ISAs are in the actual office. Got it. So, do they train them or how do they find them? Okay. Hey, Heather. Finally caught you live, Ariella. I've been watching all your replays. Love your channel. So inspiring and helpful. I'm hoping cold calling will get my business going. It will. Thank you for being here. Have you started, Heather? Did you start calling? And if so, how's it going? Or
Leave a message after the tone.
who's like the lead source pillar that you're calling? I'm happy you're here. Miranda says there's an opportunity for ISAs to start selling. They are all licensed. Interesting. So how does your team leader entice an ISA to not just go on their own to become their own realtors? Oh, so they do train them.
You've reached Marlon McGee.
And you don't know how they find them, but some used to be agents on a team and decided to be ISAs. Paid bonuses for sales, they don't show. Got it. That's great. My plan is, so Thomas? Hello? Ooh, I don't know if I've got the wrong number here. Thomas? Hello? So my plan is I'm going to be hiring through a company. Not in the States, but they don't have, I was very specific because in our area, like if somebody calls it, Susan?
Hello?
Susan?
Yes.
Oh, Susan, this is
Yes.
This is Ariella. Listen, I know you don't know me and I'm just calling out of the blue, but would I upset you if I told you I was just a realtor calling?
No, I've gotten calls before.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, listen, I'm going to just keep this super brief. I know it's probably a long shot, but the home of there's any future plans on considering a move if it made sense. Were there?
No, not really, not now.
Got it. I totally.
I'm getting up there in age, so it may be in the future.
Yeah, I get it. I guess when you say not now, do you not see this happening in the next, I don't know, 18 months? Or are you thinking like maybe 2 to 3?
No, I don't.
Got it. Well, I hope that you have the opportunity to stay for many, many more years. And hopefully that's not a conversation you need to have, right?
Right.
No worries. I guess while I have you on the phone, I mean, I don't suppose you know anyone that would maybe consider a move if it made sense. Do you?
No, I don't know of anybody that's planning on moving.
No worries. Hey, listen, I appreciate you taking my call, okay?
Okay,
Thanks,
bye-bye.
Susan. Take care. So that was not a lead. That was definitely a contact. I'm going to put her in what I call, I have this folder in follow-up, or I'm sorry, in Mojo that does not get pushed over to Follow-Up Boss. And it's kind of like this folder where like I'm pretty lenient, right? Like if I get to it, I get to it. If I don't, I don't. But she sounded older. Like things can change a split of a dime, right? So I might just like, right, if I follow up with her in 1 year and recircle prospect her as though I've never spoken to her, nothing wrong with that. I'm just going to make some notes here. So she's just said, I'm getting up there in age, maybe eventually move. And she's like years out. Okay. Post. And future follow-up. So what I was saying is that I'm hiring through a company and they are based out of Mexico. But the reality is people in like in our area, if unfortunately, if they end up hearing an accent, they automatically think it's a scam. So they want to hang up. So it's important to me that I'm calling and I have somebody that sounds like they're from the States because that's just the reality that we live in. And so that's who I have. And so they know how hard it is to generate business. Not many have left from what I hear. Many ISAs make 100 to 150 with bonuses once they prove themselves. They can also work from home. Yeah, that's not too shabby. And make calls while not driving to and from the office. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Just a bit so far. I've grown my pipeline some for next year. Amazing. I need to work on consistency. Don't we all? Using RedX and just started my plus leads, thinking about diving in and using a dialer like Mojo soon. Yeah, that is great. So when I first started calling, Gal?
Hello?
Gal, this is Ariella. I know you don't know me and I'm just calling you out of the blue, but would I upset you if I told you I was just a realtor calling?
I'm not interested in selling my property. I don't know how you got my phone number, but
Yeah, no worries. I figured it was a long shot. All good. You don't ever have to hear from me again.
all right, thanks.
Take care. So when I first started out, it's been like this evolving thing. I started off with no burner numbers. I just used my regular cell phone number and I started off just with FSBOs that I got through Zillow. So it was for free. It was obviously free is affordable, and started calling just on my regular number. Then it evolved and I got into expireds and I got Vulcan 7, which was a one-line dialer. And I started banging out expireds. It was also during a time, like, what was it? 2021 to 2023, where we were seeing a lot more expireds. So a one-line dialer. Denise?
Yes.
Denise, this is Ariella. I know you don't know me and I'm just calling out of the blue, but would I upset you if I told you I was just a realtor calling?
No.
Okay, I appreciate it, and I'll keep this very brief. I know it's probably a long shot, but plans on considering a move if it made sense. Were there?
No. Mm-mm.
I
Not
don't.
now.
I don't blame you. When you say not now, I mean it sounds like probably not in the next 12 months, but probably not in like the next 2 to 3 years either, right?
No. No, I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I appreciate
Thank you.
I appreciate you taking my call. You take care.
Sure.
All right.
Thank you.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye now. All right, that was a contact. So I was doing Vulcan 7, and then I eventually moved over to a 3-line dialer through Mojo. But so that's good. I mean, you got consistency is the hardest thing, right? It's like this muscle you have to build, and it's super hard. I think it's just establishing like on these days and at these times, that is what I'm calling. Nothing else matters, even if it means
Tone, please record your message when you have finished.
even if it means like an hour a day, right? Just to get the consistency muscle going.
Please leave your name and phone number after the beep. We will return your call.
Does RedX give you leads? Heather Miranda was asking, does RedX give you leads and has a 3-line dialer? Why My Plus leads? My understanding is RedX is a 1-line dialer similar to Vulcan 7. My Plus leads is where you can get the lists from. If RedX. Hello.
Hello?
Hi, Christina.
Yes.
Christina, this is Ariella. I know you don't know me, and I'm just calling out of the blue, but would I upset you if I told you I was just a realtor calling?
I'm sorry, what'd you say? You're a realtor calling?
Yeah, I said, would I upset you or mess up your Tuesday if I told you I was just a realtor calling?
No.
No, you wouldn't be upset?
No.
Okay, I'll listen. I appreciate it, and I'll keep it super brief. I know it's probably a long shot. Were there?
No.
Got it. No worries. Hey, listen, I appreciate you taking my call.
No plans. Sure, no problem. Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
I feel like I rushed that conversation. I should have slowed down for a minute. It's all good. I think I'm going to keep her in here. I'm not going to delete her just yet. I'm going to recircle her at some point. I went too fast. Too fast. Oh, shit. I wasn't paying attention. Okay. See what happens when I take my do not disturb off of my phone? Heather says RedX has a 3-line dialer. Oh, and leads, but we don't have that on our plan. My team leader provides RedX leads. My brokerage recently. Joseph?
Hello? Yeah.
Oh, Joseph, this is Ariella. I know you don't know me, and I'm just calling out of the blue, but I guess would I upset you if I told you I was just a realtor calling?
No, why would I get upset with you?
I don't know.
I'm so mad now. You know what? I'm done.
I love your sense of humor. I don't know. Sometimes people get mad because I'm just cold calling out of the blue, but I'll keep it super brief. And I know it's probably a long shot. Don't suppose there were any future plans on considering a move if it made sense. Were there?
Wait, hold on. on. I put my headphones on. So, you want to speak? You want to say again? What's up?
Yeah, I was just saying, I know it's probably a long shot, but any future plans on considering a move if it makes sense? Are there?
Yeah, I thought about it. Yeah.
Really?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would cause you to want to go through all
Yeah.
that trouble?
What's that?
What would cause you to want to go through the trouble of moving?
Giselle?
Yeah.
What would cause me? I need a change of pace. I need a change of pace.
Got it. I mean, I could understand that. Listen, I know I called you out of the blue, and it's very rare that I speak to somebody that's like, yeah, I'm actually considering a move. If you could pinpoint an ideal area, where would you even want to go that would cause a different change of pace?
Probably I would go to wait, you're not a robot or something. You're a bot, right?
Gosh, no. Do I sound like a bot? Don't offend me. No. No.
I'm not because for a moment there's like I don't hear you and then you jump up. You know what I mean? For a moment. Like in the silence. That's why I was like, okay.
No, I promise you, no
offend you.
bot.
Sorry.
No. I get it. You got to be skeptical with these calls.
No. Yeah, because there's like a moment of silence. You know what I mean? Like, are you there or not? Is what I'm saying? Where would I move? I'd probably move to around New Hope.
That's a nice area. I gotcha. Okay.
New Hope or Doylestown. But my first choice would be New Hope.
Yeah, New Hope's a great area.
So you're a realtor?
I am, yes. My husband and I are a team with Keller Williams. And full disclosure, I'm making these calls because there's just not a lot of inventory, and didn't know if anyone had any future plans to. I don't know.
It's a condo. You know that, right?
I do know that.
2-bedroom condo, two and a half bedroom condo. It's all renovated. Okay, it's all renovated other than the bathroom. Couldn't be renovated, but it's fine. It's nice and clean and everything. So. But everything is renovated. I mean, did you look at the pictures? Are you in front of the computer?
I did. Is this the one that you purchased just a couple years ago, right? 2021?
No. 2021. Yeah, so 643 Patrick Place.
Yeah. I see the pictures. They look great. Have you done anything since moving in? Because it looks great from when you purchased it.
No. That was the owner before me. I still keep it nice and clean. I'm not a destructive person. So there's different furniture in there, but that's how clean it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. It looks great. That's why I'm always surprised when anybody would consider a move. I guess.
And I just listen. The place is very sweet, quiet, very nice. Close to my job, close to my office, and I work in Bluebell. But I would like to have a little bit more, life. I mean, there's a lot of like retiree over there and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying?
Got it. So when you say life, I was gonna say when you say more life, is that more entertainment, restaurants, amenities? Like, what is it that's missing for you that you'd be
Stuff
looking?
like that. Yeah, amenities. Yeah, probably if I'm already paying for a condo. If I'm going to go buy a condo, I'd like to have like some amenities, like maybe a pool, some kind of like a dumbbell or something to lift.
It's like a gym. Got it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. You know what I mean? Like goddamn playground, something like that. I don't know, but there's nothing there. You see what I'm saying?
Got it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
No, I think I owe. Let me ask you a question. So I think I owe $185 on my mortgage, and I also have an outstanding small equity loan. I think it's like around $35,000. So equity, add them together. So I think my total equity is like close to like 80, maybe, or 100%. What would you think you would be able to sell that? Because I know the one sold across from the same one, but in the same area, in the same cul-de-sac. Same square footage, the same unit, just on the 1,000 block, on the 1,000 building, the number 1,000 was sold for $319. Now, I'll be honest with you. Listen, I think it sold for $317 or $319. Now, I'll be honest with you. I know you didn't have to tell me that the inventory of the state is tight now to everybody. People cannot buy.
Yeah.
They're not buying. They want to buy smaller or even go to condos.
Absolutely.
Now, right. So now the two bedrooms about two bedrooms and 2 bathrooms just recently sold, but they need a lot of renovation. So they bought a cheap $285, but they did a lot of renovation. It's a nice lady, young, I think like in her 40s. She has 2 kids. Not there. I'm not sure what's going on with my husband, but very, very quiet.
Yeah.
Not sure. I don't get into it. So they have 2,000 square feet. However, the problem with their units is they're steep stairs. Very steep, so it's hard to sell. That's the problem with the 2 bedrooms. They're very hard to sell.
I see.
Even though it's 2,000 square feet, the guy says 1,000 square feet, it's very hard to sell. Right? So they have a deck. Right? But they never use the deck. Nobody uses the deck. I have the front porch, like as you come in, I have the front porch, barbecue. They cannot put a barbecue, for example, because they have the deck. You cannot do that. Right?
Okay.
I'm basically on the first floor, so I got the entire. It's very nice and clean.
Well,
so,
yeah.
What do you think would be the market for that? If the last one that sold, and it's the same size, the same unit, 2 bedrooms, one bathroom, same 1,000 square feet, just in a different building. This is a cookie cutter. What do you think would be sell there?
Is that
and I know the market is tight.
Yeah. Is that the one that ended up?
I'm not. Yeah, I think it's like 1,000 something, 1,000 something.
Is that the one that ended up settling at like $315?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, they ended up getting like more than they listed. I mean, they got like, they listed at $314,900. So they basically got their list price. That depends. The inventory is tight. I'd have to take a peek at it because the one that ended up selling, I think might have similar like upgrades to you with like a new kitchen. It looks like, I don't know. So let's just pretend.
So,
I was going to say, let's pretend you can sell it anywhere between $310 and $325, right? And I'm just throwing spaghetti at the wall because I haven't seen your unit. Is that even a number that would even make sense for you to consider a move?
Yeah, I would entertain that. Listen, I'm not going to be playing around with this. Listen, I'm going to be like everybody else, greedy. Right?
Yes, you should be. Do it.
Greedy motherfucker. Yeah, greedy motherfucker. I got a place to live. You don't. These people. Right? So, I got the upper hand. Take it or leave it. That's the way I look at it. This is it is. Okay, it's not. No. You know what I mean? I don't hard feelings.
Yeah, no, I get it. Listen,
You know what I'm saying?
it ends up being a number game. The numbers either make sense or they don't, and you get to rationalize what would even make sense for you. Okay, so let's just pretend you walk away.
Yeah.
Let's just pretend you walk away between.
That was 320, right? 320, all right? Between 360 and 325, the median will be 320, right? Something like that.
Sure,
Okay.
yeah.
The low 350, okay. Now, in the same token, whatever's money left, I think is going to be left maybe like 70 or 80,000, because the mortgage will get their money, equity will take their money, that's off the books, that's off the books, so whatever the rest is left.
Yeah.
I would like to know this. I would like to take that and buy either a condo. I prefer a house, small one, how. And if we ever get to meet each other, I'm a little bit, crazy, I would say. But a little, I take risks, in my life. I'm from Israel originally.
You are. Okay. All right. You just got me, you just Oh, no. You don't want to listen. You don't want to have a conversation with me in Hebrew because it would be very messy. Let's stick with English.
Is your husband Israel? Speaks Hebrew? Do your husband speaks Hebrew?
No, my husband is from Poland. No.
Oh.
No. I know. I know.
Okay. I said to you, look, I'll take whatever is left and somehow to work the paperwork out. And I would say, give me some paperwork if I put something on the bid instead, because I'm going to buy something. And then I would pull my 401k, have some money in it, and use that as well to purchase the house.
Got
Don't
it.
want to, but if need to. So that would be my I can consider that on the 401k as a what do you call it? Hardship withdrawal, when they give you you can pull to purchase the house.
Correct. Yeah, you can pull an X amount against it. Yeah. Okay.
So I would need paperwork from you. But I will play it like that. That's for the future. But
yeah.
I'd rather have a house, not a condo. Rather have a house, not a condo, right? I'm tired of condos. But if it's already a condo, it's got to be somewhere like maybe with some kind of a life to it area.
Yeah. So you need some kind of lifestyle.
I love Newell, so.
Yeah.
You know.
So let me ask.
So if it works out between us, I'm gonna put your tuchas to work.
Listen, I wouldn't have called you if I didn't want to get to work. So let me ask you this then. In an ideal world, when could you even see yourself wanting to consider a move like this?
Well, I would say to you, I don't have a particular time. Right? If the price is right and everything is working out, so be it. What's the difference if it's going to be December, November, or January? Doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
But I don't have if we do it, I need to do it in 60 days. Listen, I'm divorced a long time ago. 54 years old. I don't have drama in my life or something like that. So, yeah. I don't have nothing to tie me off. I need to find schools and stuff like that.
Okay. So you're in a good position where you can make decisions based on logical finance, not emotion, which is such a great place to be. So,
emotion. I don't get sorry, it's my sink. It's a sink in the kitchen. I don't get attached to my sink. So be it.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. No.
We're all gonna end up with a piece of real estate. We're all gonna end up with a piece of real estate.
That is true.
Everybody.
That is true.
It's gonna be equal to everybody. Right?
Yeah.
It just depends on your neighbors. I'm just making sure my neighbor. I told my kids just make sure my neighbors are nice, not noisy.
Yeah, listen, I get it. Well, let's do this because I know I called you just totally out of the blue. You have no idea who I am. So why don't I send you a quick email with my resume? You could put a face to our conversation, and maybe in the next week or two we can carve out some time and really establish what would make sense.
Yeah,
If you think
So
that's
text me as
reasonable.
well. You can text, you can text me as well on this number, but send me an email. I'll give you my email.
Okay, I'm
Right?
What are the odds, right?
Uh,
I mean, listen,
I know.
nothing is a coincidence. I'll put it to you that way.
I know. There's always a reason.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll send you a quick email. My husband and I work together, so you'll see the both of us here, and then I'll send you a quick text from my cell phone number. This is my work number, so I'll send you a quick text. You review it. You could put a face to our conversation, and then maybe we could toss around some days and times that might make sense to have a conversation and see if it makes sense or not.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
that makes sense.
All right. Thanks, Joseph.
Yeah.
I
Text me. It's actually Yoski. You know the one now because you're Israeli, you can relate to that.
Yossi.
Oh,
Okay.
Yosi.
Fair enough. I will. Sounds great. It was nice talking to you. I
Yeah.
really
I'll look at
appreciate
your
your time.
email, get your text, and then we can set up some time for you to come on.
Yeah.
And look at it.
Yeah. That
Okay.
sounds great. I look forward to it.
Tell me what you think.
Okay.
But yeah, I gotta tell you something. I gotta tell you something.
Yeah.
This is me now speaking. You know, you got some Israeli blood in you. You gotta be a little bit more. Like don't be scared.
Oh, I am the last scared person. I promise you. You can't hurt my feelings.
I gotta be a little bit more hopeful. Then I want to sell your house. What do you think? Let's make a deal.
Oh, listen. We haven't met in person yet. Don't underestimate this phone call.
All right. Where are you located, by the way?
I live actually right in Warrington.
Okay, that's all. Okay.
No, you're maybe
That's all.
I don't know, 10, 15 minutes from me.
Maybe like this. Yes. What is there really like shortage of real estate?
There is not enough inventory in the market. That's exactly right. We basically, if there's no other homes that came on the market, we'd probably have maybe like 2 months of inventory. And so that is not a lot at all.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you guys were partying during COVID. Like,
Right.
you guys, yeah, baby, I love the COVID.
Oh my gosh. And now look at our market, right? Oh my goodness. All right. Let me get this over to you.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Look, I know the market is like starving, so I'm being Israeli, being Jewish, whatever you want to call it. I'm being greedy, whatever. It's my prerogative, right?
Yeah, listen, everybody wants to make top dollar. You wouldn't be the minority there.
Yeah, I just want to have enough. Tell you the truth, I want to have enough to put on a house, maybe 3-bedroom, nice house. I want to have enough to put in on down payment and cover the closing costs. I don't want to choose to touch my 401k. But if I have to reduce the mortgage or anything, get something else that later on is going to have a lot more equity because there's nothing in the market, a house is the better way to go. Condos are tight.
They are tight and they don't build as much equity as quickly as a detached home. That's 100% correct.
Yeah. But if I do get a condo and I get it in New Hope or I get it in St. Doris now, but mostly New Hope or the values are always like up. They're always up because those houses are just nice places.
Yeah, I mean, it's unlikely that the values there would be dropping because people also see that as like a, it's a desirable area. So no, I'm with you. When it comes to down payment and closing costs, I mean, there's another conversation to be had with like, all right, let's talk about the liquid you have, but now we need to understand what's your comfortable monthly budget. And all of it goes hand in hand. So let's save that for like an in-person conversation because we could go really deep right now, but I'll go ahead. I'll send you that email.
Okay.
I'll send you a text,
Okay.
and then let's set something up in like the next week or two and see what just might make sense.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Maybe I'll look you up. Yeah, maybe I'll look you up with my other builder Israeli friends.
Let's do it. Listen, the no phone call is by coincidence.
Yeah. All right, Ariella.
All right. I'll talk to you soon. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Bye. Okay, he kept me on the phone for a minute. Let me see what you guys were saying because I was not paying attention to the chat. All right, I gotta scroll up here. Oh, Cheryl, you were here. Thanks for being here. Heather says, woohoo, this is what inspires me. I agree. Awesome. Motley says making calls right now, trying to get 300 calls a day until December 20th. Dude, get it. That's awesome. You could do it. I'm on the West Coast, Bay Area. 300 a day would be amazing. I could do like 30 an hour. I think I need a dialer. Yes, that will definitely get you much further. He uses Mojo Triple, super easy, best so far. I agree. Gotta go. Good luck. See you, buddy. An hour still doing the work. A dialer makes it calling more efficient. Mojo is my favorite ATM. Yes, ma'am. Ariella the robot, right? I can't tell you how many times I think people say that, and I don't know if it's because of my pausing, my tonality, but I've definitely gotten that a couple times. So I don't know. I think only the best salespeople sound like robot. I don't know. I have heard this before. It must be a thing. Dang, gotta go. Hopefully catch you again on these lives. I'm not a robot AI. I know. Ariella posts recording in the live tab of the channel. Yes, you're welcome to watch the replay. Good call. Does it even make sense to move? 30 is better than 0. I hear great things about Mojo. That is my goal to get more consistent. Oh boy, you tried pushing him away several times. He just kept talking. Yes, he did. So him and I connected on a very personal level. So he's Israeli, I'm Israeli. And if you are of a specific ethnicity, you probably feel very connected to people in your same like area and ethnic background. So that's kind of the conversation him and I had. And I can say this because I'm Israeli, but Israelis love to talk, as do I. So we just connected on a different level, which kept the conversation very, I guess, fresh. So I need to push him over to, let's see here, copy or cut, but he did keep me on the phone for a minute. Cut. Paste. Okay. So he's in a condo. I'm going to do, he was a pretty hot lead. I'd say he's a hot lead. He's getting pushed over to Mojo. Contact. All right. I gotta check my follow-up boss, make sure that things came through. And boom, he already opened up my email. I'm going to text him real quick. This day feels like, ooh. Heather, Ariella, do you find this time of the day just as good for calling as evenings? That's a good question. I do think that it varies. I don't do a lot of evenings, to be honest with you. I do afternoons because I want my evenings free for either appointments or just time with the family. And I'm a stickler for my time. So a 4 p.m. to like 6 p.m. is also like a nice sweet spot that I used to call. So that might be something you want to explore if maybe during the day is a little bit trickier. Miranda says, it's a Jewish Hispanic thing in my case. You will not understand it. Yes, it's just like an ethnic thing. He was trying to speak Hebrew to me. Like that would be like someone speaking Spanish to you, but like, oof, my Hebrew is not, nobody wants to talk to me in Hebrew. They wouldn't understand, and I would not understand anymore. But yeah, so that's why we were on the phone forever, because that's just how it goes. Okay, I do have to text him. So Miranda, you picked up on my kind of how I was talking. I did actually try to push him away multiple times. And it is because when I feel as though a phone call is too good to be true, I become skeptical. I'm like, what do you mean you want to move? Why? Like, why are you on the phone with me so long? So like, I try my best to disqualify so that I don't have this like, I guess like, when, like beer goggles, when everything looks so beautiful, I don't want to have the goggles on. I want to disqualify as much as I can. Because I don't want to mess around, right? Like there are certain things that he said that does make me feel like some of it's a red flag. Basically like I want to get a certain amount, or, I want to be greedy. So to me, I'm like, okay, well, are you unreasonable? Does it make sense for you to move? So like, I'm going to have to like dig deeper. I'll definitely have to dig deeper if I end up scheduling an appointment with him. And because I don't want to be like blindsided by the conversation. And he's also in a price point that he is in a price point that I actually don't normally call. He's in like the low threes. My average sales price is like 500,000 to 700,000. But when my husband ended up pulling these numbers, he just kind of picked this pocket, and like, this is fine, because what ends up happening is like, maybe the people that, live in the condo are going to eventually be mover uppers, right? They run out of space. So like, it's all good. And actually his place looks really nice. He bought it just a couple of years ago, and it was renovated. So it does look really good. Okay. All right, so he got the email. He confirmed he got it. Whew. Judith?
Who's speaking?
Oh, Judith, this is Ariella. I know you don't know me, and I'm just calling out of the blue, but would I upset you if I told you I was just a realtor calling?
I can't hear you. I'm sorry, what?
Oh, sorry about that. Can you hear me?
No, I can't.
Oh,
Why are you calling?
yeah, I was saying this is Ariella, and I don't know if I'm going to upset you, but would I make you mad if I told you I was just a realtor calling? Nate hung up. All right, let's keep it moving. Judith does not want to talk. It is all good. I got like 10 more minutes on this bad boy. It's actually been a decent calling session. So I'm like an hour and 11 minutes in. I'm at 5, 10, 12 contacts plus a lead from that guy. Okay. And I probably could have scheduled an appointment with him while we were on the phone, but I'm honestly feeling a little bit skeptical. So I think I might need to do like another like follow-up call to make sure that like we're on the same page. I need to plug my numbers in for last week. I have not done that yet on my spreadsheet. Doreen?
At the tone, please record your message. When you
I feel fried. I feel like that phone call took a lot out of me. Plus the buyer consult that I had this morning. I feel like, do you ever feel like there's a couple tasks that maybe seem so small and minute, but like it like sucks your energy? That's how I feel sometimes with these calls. Like I get off and I'm like, dang, I'm fried. Joy?
Yes, hello.
Hi, Joy. This is Ariella. I know you don't know me, and I'm just calling out of the blue, but would I upset you if I told you I was just a realtor calling?
Why are you calling me? I get to the point, please.
Sure, I'll keep it brief. I know it's probably a long shot, but I don't suppose there were inventory. So I was just calling some of the neighbors to see if it had made sense in the future. But I can't blame you. I would probably feel the same way in your position.
You know, my son would kill me. He won't let me move. Trust me, I'd love to move, but he won't let me.
Is he still
Anyway,
in school?
good luck to you. Yeah, he's in middle school.
Oh, listen, I get it. I have kids too.
He
Yeah.
fully expects this to be his house when he's older, so
That's
we have
amazing.
no intention of ever selling.
Yeah. Listen, I appreciate you taking my call. You have a good day, okay?
You as well. Good luck. A cold calling's hard.
Thanks. Hey, I appreciate it. All right. Take care.
Have a good
You too. Bye-bye. That's funny. She started off not super nice. She said, "What do you want? Get to the point." And she goes, we're never going to move. I said, yeah, I don't blame you. And then she later says, I'd love to move, but my son won't let me. Okay. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. All right, I gotta plug in my numbers. 28, 27. I didn't plug the numbers. Danielle?
Hello. Yes.
Oh, Danielle, this is Ariella. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I don't know an Ariella.
I know. I was just gonna say, you don't know who I am. I'm just calling you out of the blue. Would I upset you if I told you I was just a realtor calling?
No. I'm sorry. I have allergies. I just had a sneezing attack. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Hey, listen, I'll keep it super brief. I know it's probably a long shot, but the plans on considering a move if it made sense.
No. I mean, the problem is where do we go? We'll own our home soon, and my husband wants to retire in about 5 years. It's like, it's like the dumbest financial situation for us to start over. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
I can understand that.
Both of us would like to move. No, seriously. I mean, I have one left in high school, so we have to stay, kind of put in the area for her. But we would love to move to something that's a little bit more what we're looking for retirement. But interest we have a 2.8 interest rate. There's no way.
Oh my gosh, that's so attractive. Don't move.
Yes, and we owe, I think, less than $100,000 on our home.
Yeah.
Believe me, and we love it here. And it's funny because my husband and I always say this house would probably sell in one weekend. And I said, yeah, probably would. We gutted the entire thing. It's totally redone. Everything is brand new, from the roof to the heater to the air conditioning to the flooring to the kitchen to the bathroom.
Wow.
Everything. There's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
We always say this is supposed to be like a realtor's dream. And people like split levels. We have a split level. But I just redid the landscape. We put in a beautiful back patio. We made a sunroom, a full season, a all year room. It's got heating, it's got air conditioning.
Oh, how nice. Yeah.
I know.
I mean, I guess.
And look,
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We dabble in the thought of it, but we have to stay in this area. Like I said, I still have one in high school. She's a junior.
Okay.
And then I have two that are heading off to college finally after doing community college. And unfortunately, where would I go around here?
Yeah.
Where would I go?
You're in this, it's so interesting. So you're in this position, and I don't know if you would agree, but I call it this limbo of life, right? You don't have to move. You'd maybe want to move, but you still got some, kids utilizing the school district.
Yeah.
And so it's here's what I can see. And listen, you don't know me. I'm just a total stranger that called you out of the blue, but I find that a lot of people in your position end up letting their kid, you're so close, right? She has what, 2 more years, 1 more year?
Yeah, I mean, she's going to finish her junior year and then senior year.
Right. So 1 more year, I feel let her finish, right? And then really think about because the reality is would you retire here in Chalfont, or would that open up different opportunities?
No. Well, I mean, it's hard. My husband does have 5 other siblings, and he has a 92-year-old mother. So she's kind of taken care of. But my parents are 80, and they need my help because my one brother passed away, and my other brother lives in South Carolina. So it's almost where would I go? Period. Because I don't know if I want to stay in Chalfont.
Sure.
We were thinking maybe moving up towards the Poconos in that area, or just we could go anywhere, really.
Right.
So it's we're I'm in a sandwich. Kids are old enough to take care of themselves, but I still have to hang around for my parents.
Yes,
And my
that
parents are not in any financial position to really go anywhere than what they're living in. So, yeah, it's this, like, what do we do? But,
this limbo.
you
Yeah.
know, you cross the bridge when you get to it. Yeah.
Well,
But no, we've been dabbling in it for about a year. And like I said, this house, we bought it when I was 52 years old, and it was 52 years old. Like, interiorly. Like, wallpaper everywhere, old flooring, cabinets that I felt guilty tearing down because they don't make cabinets like that anymore. But, you know, creaks and, you know, noises and like an old AC, and actually the downstairs they didn't even have an AC, so we put in AC. Like, I mean, we've probably spent about 150 grand, 160 grand redoing this house since 2018. So
wow.
it's
Okay.
finally done. You know, I'm talking like brand new bathrooms, brand new everything. The only thing that we are looking into is replacing the oil tank because I believe it is over 50 years old.
Got it. That's
But
not underground,
like,
is
if you
it?
don't like oil, no.
Yeah.
My
Okay.
husband, we grew up in the city. We knew never to buy a house with an underground oil tank. But it's, a lot of people on my street have converted to gas because you can convert to gas here, which is also a nice luxury and selling point. And specifically where I'm at, I was told that's where the lines meet. So my house would pay the least in conversion. So I think it was like my neighbor did it 2 houses up from me. It cost her about $8 grand. It would probably cost maybe $3,200, $3,400.
Oh, yeah,
So
that's a
good selling
great.
point if people
Yeah.
want Yeah. But no, I mean this entire house has been totally redone. Like totally redone. Walls
Yeah.
taken down, you know. Yeah, it's nice. That's the hard part too. Like we do enjoy it here. But like I just turned 53, my husband will be 58. Like next house, one level, that's it. No steps, no nothing. You know, you think ahead. It's sad that you think that way, but you got to think smart.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say if you're
I mean,
if you're gonna make a move at this point in your life, you'll want to future proof it. You might not want to move again after your next move. It's very unlikely.
oh yeah, no, and it's funny because I remember my mom actually always saying to me, and even my husband's mother, do not move to think your kids will stay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to stay here thinking, oh, this is where my kids are going to be.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I may want to move to, my husband's from Ireland. He's always wanted to go back home. He's like, I want to get back to Ireland. I'm going to spend my retirement years in Europe. Now, I'm born and raised in Philly. You know, like, I don't know if I'm a European girl, so, but it's like, you still do think of your kids. So I guess like an ocean across, you know? But it's funny with his older siblings and them having children, they, you know, are in their house and they put in a big pool thinking all the grandchildren, and they won't move.
Oh my
You know what I mean? So
goodness.
it's like,
Yeah. Well,
yeah. And
that's
they can
tough.
only come to visit like a week or two a year. And it's like, oh my God, you're stuck in this house with this big, huge pool. And it didn't work out that way. So my mom has always said, you move where you want to move. Your kids are going to have their lives. They will come to see you, or you come to see them. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's not, oh, I'm going to live in Chalfont because my kids are going to live in Chalfont. They could live in California for all I know.
Right. You know what? That's such
Like you said,
yeah.
we're in that spot. We're in that spot. Like, what do we do? Because we bought this house for, I don't know, it was like $350, maybe $360.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we owe less than $100,000, and I know we probably could get close to $6. So it's like one of them, like, wow, you know, like, that's good money.
Yeah. I mean, considering that, you know, what you're saying, you probably could based on everything it sounds like you've done.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds great. And what your mom said is very insightful. I often, you know, I have 3 kids of my own, and I often wonder, like, where would we go when they're older? Like, you know what? I was like, I always joke and say, like, I'll sell everything and just live in an RV, and they better have a spot for me wherever they are.
Right. Yeah, but that's the thing. It's, you But
Yeah.
like I said, my kids are independent. They're confident. You know, they always say like they want to move out of this area. They want to be somewhere different. You know, so we'll see in maybe 4 or 5 years when my husband decides to retire. And yeah, but the interesting thing you're calling me, if you look at the front of my house to the right of me, it's a really cute rancher owned by an older couple. And they just notified me that they are on a wait list for to go into like a progressive living, and they'll be putting their house up for sale soon. So
Yeah. Is that the one to the right of you?
cute
You
little
said.
house. Yeah, so if you're looking at my house from the front, it's to the right. It's a rancher. It's a really cute looking house. I've been inside. Very well maintained. It's the one beautiful thing about the older people that have lived in this neighborhood where they're selling and the younger are coming in. These people have taken such wonderful care of their homes. They have a lot of pride.
I
So,
love that.
You're getting
Yeah.
a really good home.
Yeah.
You're getting a good home back here, and it's my backyard is just a creek and a park. So there'll never be anybody behind me. All we get is deer.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah.
No, that's
It's nice.
I
Yeah.
guess, I mean,
And they actually just built a path down to, if you go down to the end of our block, there's a nice, beautiful trail that goes along the creek, and it takes you right into North Branch Park, which is where they have soccer and baseball and football and, basketball courts and playgrounds. And because before you'd have to get in your car and drive all the way around, now you just simply walk through the path, which is absolutely beautiful. They did a really nice job.
that is so
And
nice.
it's all by the water. It's really pretty.
Yeah, that's so
Yeah,
nice.
so-
I mean,
I
I know that
We'll
this,
keep
yeah, listen, I was going to say, I know this call is probably wildly too premature, but I guess when you think about years down the road, I mean, do you feel like you have a realtor on speed dial that you feel compelled to call if and when that day does come?
Not really. Actually, this is prior to this house in 2018. I lived in Lindenfield. You know where Lindenfield is? The development right around the corner from me.
Oh, the condos?
Yeah. Yeah, the condos. Well, we lived in a single. We lived
Oh.
there for 15 years. And we had a 15-year mortgage, and we just kind of outgrew that house. So we sold it and had to stay here because all my kids were still in school, and I didn't want to change schools. So I literally moved around the corner. That's how we settled on Minehorn Road. I'd have to say no. Like that realtor that we had back then, I would definitely not call them. They were Keller Williams. I didn't like him. I mean, I'm not blaming Keller Williams. I just didn't like him. The realtor we had, but no, we don't have one on speed dial. Like, if we ever came to sell, we would just do, our own little research and figure out what we want to do. But,
Yeah, I think that's reasonable.
Yeah.
I guess, would it offend you if I stayed in touch should that day come, or if you thought it made sense to just explore
No.
a conversation? And by explore a conversation, I mean, I oftentimes have these meetings where they're kind of like strategy meetings. Hey, this is what it would look like if you sold your house. Here are some options that you might want to consider. But it's never, oftentimes I'll do a meeting and then it is 12 to 24 months later when they're like, okay, I think we're ready. I think we've established where we even want to go. I mean, is that something that you wouldn't
No.
be?
You know what? You can text me your name, your name,
Mhm.
your company, and your number. I'll keep it in my text app, and I'll keep in touch with you. And look, believe me, we have discussed it. I'd probably say over 10 times in the past year, and it's just like you said, we're just in this like stuck position. Like my husband loves Doylestown. He would love to move up to Doylestown, and just have the town just like walk in. Because like Chapon's not walkable.
Yeah.
Horrible part. And I know that they've tried through the 21 years I've lived here to try to make it, but it can't. You just can't make it like Doylestown. But my husband likes Doylestown, and he actually did look into a couple homes up there. But you're talking, I am not in retirement buying a home for over $900,000 to $2 million. I'm just not going to do it.
Yeah,
So,
I don't blame you.
It's just this, yeah, it's crazy. I don't understand.
I get it. I get
No.
it.
And it save and sacrifice and live humbly for 29 years of marriage to then spend 1.2 to $2 million on a retirement home. That's just insane.
It is. And you know what? I hate to say this, but I feel like what maybe not might end up happening, but when I talk to other homeowners in a similar position as you all, it's oftentimes it's like you're making this financial lateral move and you really need to make careful decisions if that is worth it. Or do you decide like,
Absolutely.
or is it like, hey, let's downsize our lifestyle and maintenance so that we have time for hobbies and travel or whatever that might look like. There's so much more beyond just this conversation of like, where are we going? It's, well, where are you going? But why are you going? Right? Like I've certainly talked myself out of jobs more than one time because the reality is sometimes people just should not move. If it's going to put a strain on your life and not really give you this retirement life, then what is it? What's the point? Right?
Well, 17 years ago, I gave up a very lucrative legal career to be a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah, see,
so I've been a stay-at-home mom for 17 years.
Good for you.
And it was tough. It was tough. Like, my husband's he's a money man. He's not, I don't think about next week, I think about 5 years. Like, he's good with investments, he's good with, but we've lived very, very humbly, like, very, to the point where now we're quite comfortable. You have to always think ahead. And then there's times I'm thinking, like, life is short. I don't want to be 65 and then I can't do things. Like, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people say, oh, you finally get done working and now you have aches and pains or you have illnesses or, I'm like, yeah, but you know what? You can't think that way either. Like, you just enjoy things, whether it's now or in the future.
Yeah, I agree with you. Here's what I'm happy to do real quick.
And then it's like,
oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, so you can just text me your information, your name, your company, and your number, and I will definitely give you. You'll be the first one I'll call with my husband and I. You never know what's going to happen in 6 months. So,
yeah. I was going to say, I'm happy to send you an email with my resume. You could at least put a face to our conversation. You'll know exactly who I am. And then if you think it might make sense to have a conversation down the road, I'm happy to do that. Is that reasonable?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Together. Don't be upset we're with Keller Williams, but I have no idea who your old realtor was.
I guess I had said, when I said Keller Williams, I did say it wasn't Keller Williams. It was just that representative.
Yes.
We were not happy with.
I get it. Yeah. I'll go ahead. I'll send this over and then I'll send you a quick text for my personal number. This is my work number. I'm happy to stay in touch, share with you what's going on in the market. But more importantly, if you ever wanted to explore just a strategy conversation, certainly happy to do that. If you ever wanted to run anything by me, please don't hesitate.
Yeah, no, I will. It's like, that's me and my husband strategizing. Sometimes you do need someone else,
Yeah, just a different perspective.
Yet, so.
Fair enough. Well, listen, I appreciate.
It's funny. Our last conversation was when Jesse graduates college. That would probably be, graduates high school in a year and a half. That would probably be, all right, this is it. Like I said, I really kind of got to sleep. But she goes to CB West. She's in band. She has a ton of friends. She does theater. Like I have no way moving. Like I'm keeping my last child in that school. So
I don't blame you.
Nothing's gonna happen for a year.
Yeah. Listen, I totally get it. I get it. If you still want a relationship with your daughter, you better not move.
Yeah. Well, look, I was a city kid, but I lived in North Philly. And then my parents, it got so bad. My father was a police officer, but he had to stay in the city. So we moved from North Philly up to like Somerton area. I'm not sure if you know that area. It's right outside of Edmonton.
I went to Washington High School. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right. And that was the nice area. Like, that was like, whoa, we're a rich area now. I'm from like North Philly.
Yeah.
But they did that when I started high school. And it was awful.
Yes.
And I remember when I had kids, I thought I want to never do this to my kids, ever. I went from North Philly to basically the suburbs of Philly, totally socioeconomically. It was not a good high school experience for me doing that. I thought, I'll never do that to my kids.
Yeah.
Never.
Listen,
I don't hate my parents for doing it. I understand why they did it, but no.
Yeah.
No, I'll keep her.
Yeah.
I went to this great school.
It is.
Great school.
It is.
Schools here.
Yeah, that sounds great. Listen, I'll go ahead. I'll send you that quick email. I'll send you a text, and I look forward to connecting down the road.
Okay, great.
All right. Thanks, Danielle. I'll talk to you later.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That was a super long call. You don't think it dragged on, do you? Yes, that dragged whatever, forever. And I have a lunch date that I'm late to. So I'm going to send this over to her. She'll get my resume. I'm going to clean up my notes later. Contact. I'm going to pause my dialer. I do super duper have to run. So you guys make it the best day ever. And I will talk to you guys soon.